Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be recreating this look, and this is my everyday makeup look. Big shout out to Anna, who is my gorgeous, beautiful, talented best friend from Leeds, and she did a TikTok showing her makeup, her like everyday natural makeup, and I have ripped it off to make my own. So I'm gonna link her down below so you can check hers out, check out her TikTok. She's basically famous. But yeah, I'm gonna be showing you my everyday makeup look. This is the end result, so keep watching if you want to see how this is done. Ooh, this is up close and personal. So I'm gonna jump right in. As you can see, my skin is not the greatest at the moment. Look how crusty my lips are. Oh, horrid. I've just got out of the shower, washed and dried my hair, and now I'm going to dive in. My skin was doing really well for a solid week, and then there's been a real change in the weather and it's gone miserable. And as you can see, I've got like a really dry area around my nose, but a little breakout of spots up here, and then it's kind of just gone everywhere. But we don't need to see much of that, so let's get into makeup. So I'm going to start with the Fresh Rose Moisturiser. Now my sister got me this for my birthday this year, and I didn't use it for a while because I've been using La Roche on my face, but then when I saw this TikTok of Anna and she was using a moisturiser, I was like, right, I'll use something a bit creamier, and this is very creamy, like really spreads, whereas La Roche is quite like, it really just sinks into your face. So I'm going to start with this. It smells like rose, and my sister reckons that rose is good for skin, like sensitive skin. So I'm just gonna get like a big dollop like that. I sound a bit rusty, I've just woke up, so I'm just gonna apply that all over, of course, and down the neck. I'll link my sister's Instagram down below because she buys most of my makeup for me, because she's a queen and she's an Instagram queen, so I'll link her down below. I'm just gonna put that, avoiding the lips, like, because my lips are so dry, I always just want to like put the moisturiser on it. Is that gross? I don't know, but it's what I want to do. I'm just gonna put that on. And that's like super creamy. Can you see how there's like a glow on my face? Like it's literally thick. I might just put a little bit, I think this dry patch is from the weather, so I'm just gonna put like a little bit more there and over the spots, so they're really gonna like be hidden under this subtle makeup. I mean, I don't know if it's subtle, that's probably not the right word. I don't think anything I do is subtle, but I'm just gonna let that sink in. And I'm going to now go in with something for these crusty lips, and I'm going in with a Lano Lips product. This is a 101 ointment, multi-purpose super balm. So this isn't like particularly just the lips, but I've been using it on my lips. You know, I love the peach one. I also have this lemon one, which is a lip treatment, but it doesn't keep your lips as creamy as the others, and this I've found is really like thick. Can you see how thick that is? And I like that for my lips because I've had dry lips from a very young age, so I've had to find good lip balms. That looks gross, doesn't it? So I've got a lot of redness. I think it's just the change in the weather has just like broke our skin out like this. It's just dry and I just don't know why. So I'm just gonna let that set in for a few minutes. But my mother, Maz has, I've never called her my mother or mum. Maz has loads of fans. So I'm going to use this to help it sink in. I've been needing this. I said in a video like I need a fan. And now I finally got one. And now that's done, on to the next step. So next I am going to be going in with the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. Now if you saw my new products video, you'll have seen that Amy, my sister, also bought me this because she is a queen. Sorry, I can't say queen, I say queen too much, but she is a queen. Since using this for the first time and seeing how just, oh, what is the word, like blended, blurred my skin was, I haven't stopped using it. It is the most gorgeous primer. If you're not like a big fan of primer, use this. It is expensive. I think it's about £36. Just get a little bit, and I'm just gonna, I would like target the spotty areas, but obviously I put it all over, so I'll like really focus on that bit. But yeah, if you don't like think primer does anything, or you don't really know what it does, get this and you will see the difference. I'm just gonna rub that around. Yeah, so I always start with like the bad areas that I really want covering, because then if I miss a bit on like here, it's not really gonna affect my face as much. But I've really got into like the prime and the moisturising of my skin, because obviously if you've been here a while, you know that I have really reactive skin. Like I've had like blotches and redness, and I think I've kind of got that under control now. And I think it's because obviously moisturiser and primer protects your skin from whatever you're about to put on it. So if you find, like, I know Laura Mercier is hypoallergenic, my sister, we think that Fresh is hypoallergenic, but Rose is meant to be good for skin and like settling skin. So like if you buy products you know that are going to calm your skin, protect it, you won't get rashes and outbreaks like me. I don't know if you can see I've got like a little bit of crust under the eye. So stuff like this really protects my skin, but this is a product I would recommend to anyone. Super, it literally says perfecting, and that is what it is. Silicone free. I don't know what that means. Well, I do know what it means, but I don't know what that does, but sounds great. And next, so we're skipping, this is where it gets a bit different from Anna's TikTok. If you want to see that, I will link that down below also. But I'm going to go in with the, I always say this wrong, is it Tarte Tape Shape or Shape Tape? Tarte Shape Tape. I should just read the packaging. Shape Tape, I said Tape Shape, so I'm wrong. I'm gonna go in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Beige or 22B or 22B. And this is just a perfect shade for me. It's just like a little bit darker, so it's more of a covering rather than a brightening. And I'm just going to dab, oh, my skin is not great at the moment, so I might need a little bit more than usual. But I literally just put this on the problem areas, so like the redness or the blemishes. You don't actually have to do this step if your skin's okay, you can just go straight on to the next step. But I like my blemishes. I'm a full coverage girl, so to do a natural look for me is quite difficult. So this is my way of like covering the stuff I don't want to see without putting loads of foundation on, basically. I'm just gonna put a bit on my nose. Tap, tap. As you can tell, my skin is not great at the moment, so as I said, like last week when I had like no blemishes, I was literally going doop doop, tapping it in, whereas now it's not that great, so I need to use a teeny bit more than usual. Okay, that'll do. So even though like I've put quite a lot on, it's not like foundation that I'm covering everything, is it? So it's still less. And then I am just going to take a sponge. I haven't wet this because I'm lazy, and I'm just going to pat that, blend, sorry not pat, I'm going to blend that into my face. Now, if you don't have Tarte Shape Tape, you need to get it. It's full coverage. I've wanted it for years but just never got it because it is quite expensive. But look at that, it's just covered absolutely everything. I probably should have done a little less to show you the full effect, but skin is disgusting at the moment. Like, can you see that already? Like, blemishes gone. Can you see like there's just like the redness and the imperfections? Just gonna pat that in. And I am avoiding my eye area. I know it's a bit red here, but my eyes are the most sensitive place, so when I start putting stuff on them, that's when they break out. So try and avoid them as much as possible, really, unless I'm doing full foundation. So if you want to like pat your eyelids to get rid of anything, any like blemishes on there, feel free. I shall not be doing that. And can you see I haven't done my full forehead? I haven't blended this in, but can you see how like the colour kind of just blends? It's not really like, oh, there's concealer there and not there. It just kind of like blends in, so I don't have to do my full face. So the next step is where it gets a little bit crazy. We are going in with 2 Laura Mercier powders. Now this is the shimmer one, so this leaves like a glow on your face, and this is a brightening translucent powder. As you can see, they're different in tones and colours.
Which one of you doesn't know how to flush the toilet after you've had a shed?
Was there actually poo in there?
Disgusting. Sorry, you have to push the door shut. It was just too funny an opportunity to miss.
Oh, jam. Sorry about that. So as you can see, there's 2 tones. This one's a bit more warmer, this one's like your brightening. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the warm tone. And a powder brush. And I'm just going to pat that and just kind of put it all over. I'm going to avoid like the brightening area, so like under the eyes. I'm just going to like really lightly put this everywhere just to set the concealer in place. So if you miss out the concealer step, you still do this because it just sets in the primer. It's really weird. Like the first time I did this, I did it without concealer because I followed Anna. You'll have seen on a vlog actually. And it looked just as great, but I like this just for a bit more coverage. After you've done that, let's just check how that's looking. So you can't really tell on the camera because it's so bright, but it has actually put a bit of a colour back into my face to make me look a bit more alive and a bit of a glow. And can you see how that's like covered already? Like I'm looking pretty covered. So that's the warmer toned one. Obviously you might not have 2 powders, and if you don't worry, you can just do the one, but I also like to use my translucent powder under the eyeballs. Why would you say that? I also like to use my translucent one under my eyes just to keep that brightening effect, because obviously I haven't used a brightening concealer. You can do that as well, but I actually just forgot I was meant to, but I didn't. So I'm just going to use the powder to brighten up under the eyes. And can you see how like the spots are covered and I haven't even got foundation on? Like that's pretty good. And that just adds a bit of texture to your face. Texture. I mean like a bit of shape. So this is how we're looking so far. As you can tell, it's just kind of like there's no colour, there's no depth to the face. So now I need to add the colour back in. But I can tell you from just doing that, like everything that I don't want on show isn't showing, and it feels really light on my face. Like I feel like I've got hardly anything on. I'm just going to top a bit of lip balm because my lips are so bad at the moment that I just need to keep on top of it. So I am going to be going in with the Nars Laguna bronzer. I've used Laguna before, before this one, and they've just done some repackaging, so I bought it again because why not? And I'm going to go in with my bronzing brush, which is just like a big puffy brush, and I'm just going to bronze like I usually would. Oh, actually before I do that, I'm just going to get my powder brush, tap it out, and make sure I'm going to brush off any excess, because I didn't do this the other day and I tried to put the bronzer on and it left a streak down my face. So you just really want to make sure that there's no excess powder on your face. I'm just going to do that because they look a bit greasy. Yeah, so that's a very important step. Otherwise you'll get like a streak, it's not cute. Okay. And if you ever struggle to bronze, I just say do it really lightly and just aim for like, well, you're meant to aim for the top of your ear, aren't you, down? But I always think like that could, like James tried to do it, didn't he? And he like, it went like that and it was too low. So I always just go like really high and then it sucks your face. Like, can you see how that's like shadowed my face up compared to this side? So I just say like aim high, like I'm basically in my eyeball, and I just go around the top really lightly and then down here as well to get rid of those double chinnies all the way around. I think bronzer is the most important because it just, look at that. It just gives you a glow, doesn't it? It's great. Okay, there's bronzer done. I've got a bit crazy on this side, as you can see, but it does give you colour back. And if you ever think you've gone too crazy, literally just take your powder brush, doesn't even have to have much on it, just a little excess, and just go over it a bit. And it'll just kind of like make it a bit more subtle. So with any routine, you can take out or keep as much as you want from this. So you could just do bronzer, which I normally do, but I am going to add a little bit of contour just for a bit more definition, but you don't really need to do that. So I'm just going to take a little contour brush. I have the Charlotte Tilbury, I couldn't even tell you what it's called, Film Star Glowing Bronze Face Sculpt and Highlight. I have had this for literal years, like look at that. But it's one of them things that's going to be annoying to repurchase because I've had it for so long, but it does last. And I'm just going to apply a little, literally like that. It is a lovely product though. I'm going to go in for some nose contour, just to contour this little queen. So I'm going to take a tiny brush, because sometimes it depends on the day. Sometimes I do it with a small brush, sometimes with a bigger one. And I'm actually using the bronzer. Again, I don't know if that's right, it's just what I've been doing. And I'm just, as you can see, that's quite crazy, so I'm just going to blend that out. And I'll probably do a little bit more later on in the process as well. That's just like a little starter. Next, we're going in with blush to add a bit of colour back into the face. I have been loving a pink blush at the moment. It doesn't have to be MAC, this is just a MAC one that I've got. And it's just like a pinky. I used to wear peach all the time, and then since it's turned to summer I put pink on. And then I tried peach again the other day and I was like, ew, when did I ever wear this? Like, but I'm sure like back in winter I'll be back to peach again. So I think if you ever don't know what blush to go for, you need a pink and a peach, and that'll do pretty much. Pink for the summer, peach for winter. I always go a bit overboard with my blush, as I'll demonstrate now. So all I do is smile and I just put it on the ends and blend it upwards. And I could leave it there and it'd be great, but I just love to go a little bit overboard. And then I've also just been putting a little bit on my nose. I got this from Gigi Good, the drag queen. She does it and it looks really cute. It's like a cute little, you don't have to do that. Obviously that is now like, ooh, a bit sunburned, and I kind of like it. I think it looks a bit cute. And again, if you've gone a bit crazy like I surely have, just gonna take your blending brush, powder brush, and just blend that out, diffuse it. Now with highlight, nothing has changed. Becca highlight is the best in Champagne Pop. It is the most gorgeous colour, it's buildable. I have had 2 of these now and they are the best. So I'm just going to go in with a little highlighting brush. Sometimes I use like a more dense brush to get something really crazy highlight going on, but obviously this is meant to be a bit more natural. So I'm just going in with a fan brush. I'm just going to pop it at the top of my cheek. On the other side. Oh, look at that glow. Like I could go crazy and be like, boom. Look at that. Oh, gorgeous. Bit on the end of the nose. Bit on the cupid's bow. And then you put a little bit in between your eyes. And that brings your nose down, and it doesn't bring your nose down, it slims your nose out. And then I've also been putting a bit above the brow, just for like that like sweaty highlight glow, you know? So now we are going to be moving on to the eye area, because that is looking a bit bare and crazy. So I am going to be going in with the Clear Brow Gel by Anastasia Beverly Hills, or Anastasia, whatever you call it. And I've been loving this. I used this one when my eyebrows are dyed, so at the moment they are quite dark. And all you do is just like a spoolie, and you just comb them up. And it's a bit like brow lamination, but not permanent. and it just puts them into like, it just sticks them up a bit. I've been living a bit more of a natural brow, and when I did my last makeup video, I knew I needed something new with my brows. I was putting on these block brows like, this is not it anymore. It was, and now it's not. It's just not it anymore. And can you see how much difference that's made? Just from fluffing them up. And it does stick in place as well. Once you've done it, it will stay there. And that is brows complete. That is literally it. This one's a bit crazy because look at that. I don't really know what to do with that part, but we just brush it out and hope for the best. I think that is just a great way because it ties in. If I now put a block brow on, it'd look like a full makeup look. So that's a really great way of keeping your eyebrows looking natural, and I've been doing it every single day. Okay, we're getting to the worst part of makeup, so I'm just going to do it quick because no one even cares. Mascara. I don't even have a full one because I hate it that much. I don't want to spend £18 on a mascara or above. But this is a tester for the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Lashes Volume 2. Yeah, this is just a tester. It's really great. I love it. Probably not going to buy the full product because I don't have the money to be spending £20 on mascara. It is the most annoying product of a makeup routine. It takes forever to get off. You end up with black under your eyes and you just feel like you look not great. So I'm just gonna get this over with. To be fair, that's done a lot, hasn't it? Like, slightly clumpy, but it does a lot though, doesn't it? It does make your face, but it's just so annoying to do. Okay, mascara done, and there's only 2 more steps to this look. I'm going to do one of them first because the second one is optional. You don't have to do it. So this is a bit of a weird order, but it's just for you to carry on, and then you can leave out the last step if you want. So all I'm going to do now is go in with a lip pencil. This one is a Barry M1 in Rose. I couldn't find any others. Just use any kind of neutral, natural lip pencil, and you're just going to outline your lips as you normally would. So all I did there is I did the bottom line, and then because I've got lip balm on, I just like rub them together. So all I'm doing is basically filling in my lips. I mean, this is the wrong colour, this is like pink, but if it was neutral, just pretend. All I've done is like smudged it in with my lip balm. So it makes a colour rather than putting loads of lipstick on. It's kind of just like put a nice colour on my lips. It's a bit more natural than a full lip. And then just to top up during the day, you just take your lip pencil out with you and a lip balm and just redo it. Okay, so you could stop the makeup here, or you can do an extra little step that I love, just to make you look a bit cute. As you can tell, I have next to no freckles on my face. If I can try and show you, they're spots, but I've got one here, one up here, which is now like turned into a mole, and then I have like 1, 2, 3, I have about 4 freckles on my face, and I'm very sad about this because freckles are cute. So I have found a little trick to add some freckles onto my face just to kind of finish the look off, so I'm going to share that with you now. So to do my freckles, I have been using the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel in medium brown, which is what you would use on your eyes. I have this in a gel form, which I used to use for my eyes. So this is a really nice brown, and I just use, this is a Real Techniques brush, and it's just this little, oh, professional, ready? 3, 2, 1, woo! It's just this little like tip, it's tiny, and what I do is I just open it, I get a little bit of the product, and then I just start, oh, that was a bit crazy, tapping on freckles. Now you want to do it lightly. I did that first one a bit crazy, but it's okay, we will fix it. I'm just going to use my mirror down here. And what you do is you just start gently tapping on freckles where you want them. and you can do different sizes, you can put them where you want, you can do your whole face if you wanted. I just target this middle area because I don't particularly like my nose, so it really helps my nose to slim out a bit. I think it just like brings everything in, which I like. But you could do them like up here, you could do more around your face, it's really up to you. There are the freckles. I just think they look cute. Bing! Because obviously they're a bit crazy. Now I'm going to go in with the translucent powder. Ooh, I nearly just dropped something. Woohoo! I'm just going to go in with a little powder brush and the translucent powder and just pat over them so they're a bit more subtle. Because I don't want them crazy showing. And I just kind of avoid the area where I've done the contour on my nose. Because obviously I want to keep that. And can you see how they've like pretty much disappeared? They're a bit more prominent in real life. But they just look a bit more real then if you just pat them in. Do a little bit of contour on my nose just so that's come back. Then the final step is a bit of setting spray. I use the Morphe setting spray powder. Oh, okay, that's a new one on me. I use the Morphe setting spray just to keep everything in place, and that's us done. Oh, don't need to use my hand, do I? Because and that is the final result. I hope you like this look. Let me know if you try it. I just think it's a great way to save your foundation for a night out. Once you've got a tan, it's very glowy and it's a lovely way to just look a bit nicer without having to do a full face. But I hope you have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you have enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon with another video.